This is just crazy. This is totally. Closest Copy has done it again. I tell you. Just like I said in the comments in Facebook, Closest Copy has left all the other AI writing tools in the dust completely. So you can think of Jarvis like a bicycle, and Closest Copy has become a Ferrari with the new updates that they have that I in play. I'm going to show you some of the ideas here now. But today, what I want to kind of share with you really is how to supercharge, how to boost your open rates, email open rates, even by 50%. And if you can keep up with this tactic I'm going to show you, I can almost guarantee that you could actually boost your email open rates close to 100% by just following this process. I think one of the things people don't realize is that you can only make progress if, one, you can measure what you have done, and two, you can do something to scientifically make improvements on what you have done before. So you look at the results of the measurements and then move to put in an action, a specific action to help you improve what you have done before. And that's what I want to show you today. I mentioned this a little bit in the last video I did, showing you how, telling you why it's important to become good at doing frameworks. Now, again, as I said, all the frameworks I'm making, they're available in the community. However, I think you're going to find the frameworks even more useful when you make them yourself using your own information and data that you've collected from the way your fans are responding to you. Because we always supposed to pay attention to how our fans responded to us. Now, moving to the reason why I said Closest Copy has become a Ferrari when compared to other writing tools, copywriting tools, completely leaving them in the dust. So recently, Nico asked if I was going to help him test an upcoming update, and this update allows you to generate a result that's more than 3,000 characters long. And what that does is then give you opportunity to create long form content in a very precise way. So you give the AI good instructions to about the kind of things to produce when writing this content. So, for example, for this IDA PAS BAB type generation, I put in something like chronic fatigue syndrome, and Closest Copy will give me the problem you suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome, which has caused you to lose your job, being cited as a reason you do not get promoted. That means your CFS has been cited as the reason why they are not promoting you, or unable to perform at an acceptable level. Can you see the pain there? And nightmare. What scares you most is because of the CFS, you will never be able to work again. You worry that your health will always be poor and you'll be permanently damaged. Can you see that? And the solution: with my help, you will learn to optimize your body's ability to repair itself and rebuild its depleted energy stores. You will be able to easily stay awake and alert during the day. Just tell me, isn't that just magical copy? Because this is just me putting this in, and a few seconds of a Closest Copy doing its stuff, it produces that content. Produces that content. Give you another example. I'm coming to the email because the email is what we're doing here, how to boost your email open rates. But I just thought to share the power behind Closest Copy here. Okay, so this one was one I've written to try and create a program layout and description in a way that is tantalizing to the customer. Um, I'll go to this one. This one is my email for my email frameworks, the hot punch ones. So put a title in here. How to stop feeling silly around people and around your girlfriend. I don't know if that would do anything. Put out anything useful. So how to stop feeling silly around your girlfriend. Let's see what that would do. So whilst closest copy is doing that, we'll come to that. Girlfriend isn't spelled correctly. Chances are the AI is going to be aware of the fact that I haven't spelled that correctly and still go ahead and give me what I want still, which is so lovely. Okay. So, but come back to what we came to hear in this video is about the email. So the thing with the emails is that if you already have a list, and if you don't have a list, and I think it's important to have a list. So you may have a few lists. This particular list for me is around 1,600 people. Okay, so but what I want to kind of share with you is this. In the past, I did not have any idea on how I could improve my email open rates. There was just no clue. A lot of gurus were saying you have to do it, you have to improve it, but nobody gives you a step-by-step way. And even if they give you a step-by-step way to do it, the things you would have to buy in order to be able to achieve it was just over the roof expensive, right? And so what would happen would be I'll find, okay, my email open rates were just kind of mediocre, 9%, 11%, and occasionally I'll get a 35% or 27%. Now, why is 37%, 27% important? If I go to what they generally say about the email open rates, they expect that on average, the industries that are performing well with good email open rates, 21%, 21.33%, they should be the average, right? And what I've been trying to do is at least get most of my email open rates to be at average, and it's just been difficult to do that. Now with closest copy, I've been able to achieve that within the last say week of testing, so that most of my emails are now being opened at a higher open rate. So I'm still trying to work on the click-through rate for the emails, right? So going back to the right, so this is the kind of email open rates I used to have before, right? 15%, 19%. Now, so I put the strategy I'm going to share with you into play, and this is what happened. 33%, 41%. I've never had 41% email open rates so easily. And I tell a lie. The only one that I've had very high open rates is when they sign up for a free thing, and the free thing, the link is in the email. That's where you almost have 100% open rate for that. But after that, it just kind of plummets down to about 16%, and then it starts to go down, right? So this is a list that have been very difficult to work with, because it was almost as if, although the content I was creating I know was helpful for them, but I couldn't write it in I couldn't write my emails, or at least the email subject line in a way that connected. So with closest copy, I've been able to do that, and that's why email this was when I started to do that. So 33%, 42%, 26%, 34%, and this is one I sent just recently. So it's still percolating. So I'll expect perhaps maybe by tonight I will have a better picture of this particular one. So that's what I just sent, right? But looking at that, just look at that. There's four emails side by side, high open rates. Now I'll show you how I achieve this. Okay, before I go to show you how I achieve this, let's look at what the email thing did. So you remember earlier on, as I just to show you the updates coming up with closest copy. So we typed in how to stop feeling silly around your girlfriend, and look at the email it gave, right? So what it's done is added "or husband" and start feeling sexy again. So how to stop feeling silly around your girlfriend or husband and start feeling sexy again. Okay. So the email subtitle is "A simple change in your thinking can bring back your passion and fire." Very interesting. I didn't give a preview. It did, but the preview is quite long. So you could take that and actually shorten it. So you may not think you are feeling silly around your loved one, but if you are honest with yourself, you'll admit that you feel a little bit dumb and clumsy at times. Don't worry, this feeling is completely normal. After all, this is a very difficult to remain. Sorry. After all, it is very difficult to remain passionate and excited about something when you are consistently battling feelings of clumsiness and dumbness. And the truth is that like the clients I've had who suffer with this is the kind of things they tell me when they are thinking about their struggle. So the pain experience. But there's good news. The solution is simple and it can be implemented in just a few hours. What you need to do is replace your current thoughts about your relationship with your partner or wife with new thoughts that are more exciting. That's the dream of solution. It hasn't placed the things exactly where I would want it to place, but it's still giving me the content I want in this case. Dream of solution. That's what I call a hot relationship. Have optimistic, interesting, and tangential. Here's the link. Stop feeling silly around your girlfriend. So that's completely good. We could tweak it a little bit to make it effective, and that's written your email copy for you. This one. Number one reason why people avoid commitment and what you can do to stop this madness. Okay. So the preview will be: have you ever felt like you are going crazy because your partner or significant other would not commit to a relationship with you? That's quite deep. Or maybe, so what this is done, usually it should have like an intro with the way I've programmed it, but it's just giving a preview and jumping into the content of the email. So but again, it's still good content, very good content. Look at all that just in a few seconds. Tell me which other AI tool does this. No, none. Yeah. Okay, so going back to what we said before. So now what I did to try to kind of improve my open rates then was that I looked at my old emails that had high open rates. I copied their email subhead and preview. I had 3 that I could find. So what I did, I went to the closest copy. I first used those 3. I just used those 3 and then produced a few more that were like those 3 out of those 3 with closest copy. So you just take the 3 like this and dump them in the framework, and the framework then produces more like what it has done, right? So basically what I've done then is the email headline would be email subhead, I can't sleep, can you help me? Preview, you are suffering from anxiety. And then I just add the keyword, which is anxiety. And this is how I did the framework. And I'm showing you this because some people have asked that they want to see the thoughts behind the frameworks so that they can perhaps replicate something similar. So the idea here is you first go to your email, pick up the from your insights, your data, look for the emails that are being opened the most, pick up the subject lines, because that's what's really making people open it. The subject lines is connecting and is something that matters to them. That's why they open it. Otherwise, they won't open it. So pick up the subject lines, pick up the preview, dump it in a framework like this, and you're good to go. All you just have to do is then just put it in your frameworks. Now, this particular framework is already available in the it's called the Salty Email Sublines. It's already available in the community, so you can find that there already. And that's all you do. So you just go there. You could put in a headline or keyword. So let's say I'm just going to Google. Let's say this was my article. This is not my article, obviously. Accept. Oh, tell me to subscribe, and they don't give me where to come out. No, thank you. Not interested. What personality are you? How? Just looking for an interesting headline. Yeah, let's use that one. 30 crusty, chewy, buttery recipes. So this is going to be a headline. Now, I don't know. I've never tried it with that kind of a headline before, because as you know, my content and my niche is around emotional well-being. So I've never really done it with this word before. So let's just use buttery bread recipes. Let's see what it will come up with. It may not work, but let's just see. So really what you just do is you just dump in your keyword for that article in there, and 50 delicious buttery recipes. These are great tasting recipes for those of you who like butter on your bread. 100 easy, cheap, great tasting recipes, all you can eat. Preview. These 100 budget friendly recipes are designed to be the best tasting, cheapest. Okay, so although that's not for my niche, but you just see the power behind that. And for all you just have to do, go to your email, pick the best opened emails, and dump them in a framework like this. Then after a few weeks or months of this increased open rate, what do we do again? We go back into the email, pick the new best open ones, dump them into the framework again, and your open rates are bound to improve. Can you see the scientific method here? So you have a solution that's bound to produce the outcome you're looking for. Is no longer that guessing or trial and error that we used to do, because before it was like you never really knew which email will catch the interest of my audience. But now I'm having more of a chance to actually know, okay, because I've pulled what they like already, I can create more of what they like that connects to my content from what they like already. And that's like no brainer. No, it's a completely game changer. Okay, so that's it for me today. And I want to say thank you to all of you who have been wishing me, give me a lot of good wishes and give me a lot of positive feedback about how people are enjoying these videos. If you have any video question, any question that you want me to kind of touch on and show you around using Closest Copy, please feel free to type in the comments, and I will gather all of them and start to make more videos on things that people want to hear. But for now, bye.